Football opens its conference schedule.
And cross country is heading to the nation's capital.
All this and more coming up on the Penguin Rundown. Welcome into the Penguin Rundown. I'm CHRISTINA SAINOVICH alongside Dom Joseph. How are you doing today, Dom?
I must say, much better than last week. I was sick as a dog last week, but back and better than ever.
You know, you look and you sound better. I know last
Really?
week it was pretty rough.
Well, that's good. That's a start.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, for sure.
I know you have some volleyball to talk about.
Oh, absolutely. The volleyball team opened Horizon League play this past weekend against UIC on Friday and Green Bay on Saturday. Unfortunately, the team dropped both matches. However, senior Lauren Blanco posted 19 digs against Green Bay. Sarah Varcola now has tallied 161 kills on the season, averaging 2.78 kills per set. The team now looks to bounce back as they host Northern Kentucky tomorrow at 6 p.m. and IUPUI on Saturday at 4 p.m. in the Beagley Center. Friday's game can be seen on the Watch ESPN app.
Women's soccer hosted Horizon League foe Northern Kentucky this past Saturday. Unfortunately, the Gwins would fall by a score of 7-1. YSU's lone goal was coming off the foot of senior forward Kyler Lum in the 36th minute. With that goal, it moves Lum into a tie for 5th in career goals, as well as into a tie for 7th in points with 29. Lum's next goal or assist will make her just the 7th player in school history to record at least 30 points in a career. Yesterday, the Gwins traveled to take on Cleveland State. You can check out the score and stats from that game on YSUsports.com.
The men's and women's golf teams both participated in events this past weekend. The women traveled to State College, Pennsylvania for the Nittany Lion Invitational. Youngstown State finished 14th with a total score of 962. The men visited Northern Kentucky University for the NKU Fall Collegiate Classic. They placed 12th on the weekend with a grand total of 928. Both teams will participate in events next week, with the men traveling to Cleveland State University, while the women will head to Butler in Indiana. You can find all the stats and information from these events by visiting YSUsports.com.
For the first time in 20 years, a top 5 matchup will be coming to Stambaugh Stadium. The number 4 team in the country, South Dakota State, will come to town to take on our number 5 ranked Penguins. The Jackrabbits will come into this game unbeaten, while the Gwins will be coming off their bye week. Last time the Penguins were out, they defeated Central Connecticut State 59-9. In that game, they had an incredible rushing attack, tying the school's single-game touchdown record with 8. This should be a close matchup, with the Penguins totaling 1,477 yards of offense and the Jackrabbits with 1,412. YSU would seem to have an advantage on the ground with over 800 yards rushing, but South Dakota State has the air attack with 827 yards passing. We will see how South Dakota State fares against YSU's pass rush, totaling 10 sacks headed by Justice Reed. The Gwins will try to get their 11th straight home win in a row as they defend the Ice Castle this Saturday night. Kickoff is set for 7 p.m., while the game can also be seen on the Watch ESPN app or listen live on 570 WKBN.
Cross country will travel to Washington, D.C. this weekend to compete in the George Mason Invitational. This will be their last race before heading to Florida for the Disney World Classic. Check out YSUsports.com for results of the meet.
While the men's team had the weekend off, the women's tennis team started their season as they competed at the Akron Invitational. The women competed against Horizon League foes Oakland and Cleveland State, as well as host Akron. The MVP for the women was senior Sophia Macias, as her and sophomore Cassandra Morhalea won all 3 of their singles matches. Macias continued her dominance as she and sophomore Aman Hassim won number 1 doubles all 3 of their doubles matches. The team will be returning to action this upcoming weekend as they compete in the Wright State Invitational. For news and updates, visit YSUsports.com. Well, I think it's time for the Penguin Play of the Week. Dom, do you have any idea what it could be?
You know, there was an amazing play in the soccer game. I feel like it's well-deserving a Play of the Week, but let's find out.
Let's take a look.
Oh, it is. It's Brittany Hoskins' save against Northern Kentucky. Look at that. Oh, my goodness gracious. What a save. What an incredible save. Not even using the hands. You're a goalie. You're the only person allowed to use hands, and she doesn't even bother.
Am I hosting with Dom or Peter Griffin right now?
You know, we'll just have to wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see.
I guess it's you, but you really sounded like Peter Griffin for a minute.
I don't know about that. Well, that about does it for us here at the Penguin Rundown. For news, highlights, and more, visit ysusports.com and follow us on social media at Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram at Penguin Rundown 1. I'm Dom Joseph.
And I'm CHRISTINA SAINOVICH.
We'll see you next time on the Penguin Rundown.